In this lab, we will study its respiratory, circulatory, and nervous systems. To see the major organs of the respiratory and circulatory systems, it is necessary to open up the thoracic cavity and part of the neck. The ribs form the thoracic cage, which is designed to protect the pig's heart and lungs. We use the scalpel to extend the medial incision to the jaw. Then, we make 2 transverse incisions anterior to the forelegs, just behind the pig's ears. When a pig breathes through its mouth or nostrils, air passes through the pharynx, or throat, into the larynx. The larynx, which is this hard structure, connects the pharynx with the trachea. The larynx contains the vocal cords the pig uses to make sounds, such as grunts and squeals. From the larynx, air flows through the trachea. The trachea branches into 2 bronchi, which transport air to the lungs. Since the pig is a mammal, its lungs are the primary organs used for respiration. Its lungs, which are much flatter than human lungs, are divided into lobes. The left lung has 3 lobes, and the right lung has 4 lobes. Inside the lungs, the bronchi divide into bronchioles, which end in tiny sacs called alveoli. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged through the walls of the alveoli. The major organ of the pig's circulatory system is its heart, which is located between the 2 lungs. The heart is enclosed in the pericardium, the tough membrane that cushions and protects the heart. We will remove the heart to examine it in more detail. We carefully cut the veins and arteries surrounding the heart. Now we can lift the heart out of the thoracic cavity. Here is a ventral view of the pig's heart. Its heart is divided into 4 chambers. The 2 upper chambers of the heart are the left atrium and the right atrium. We cannot see the atria because each atrium is hidden beneath a pouch called an auricle. We see the auricle of the left atrium and the auricle of the right atrium. When an atrium receives blood, the auricle expands to increase the capacity of the atrium. The 2 lower chambers of the heart are the left ventricle and the right ventricle. We can see the major coronary artery that supplies blood to the heart muscle. Deoxygenated blood from the body enters the right atrium of the heart and flows into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle, blood flows through the pulmonary arteries, which carry blood to the lungs. In a fully developed pig, its blood would become oxygenated in the lungs and return to the left atrium of the heart through the pulmonary veins. However, since this is a fetal pig, its blood would become oxygenated through its mother's placenta. If we turn the heart over, we can see the left pulmonary vein and the right pulmonary vein. The pulmonary veins empty oxygenated blood into the left atrium of the heart. From the left atrium, blood flows into the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, blood is pumped into the major artery, which is the aorta. The aorta branches into other arteries that carry blood to other parts of the pig's body. Now we will look back into the body cavity. We can see the descending aorta, which is the branch of the aorta that carries oxygenated blood to the posterior regions. Notice the superior vena cava, which is the vein that brings blood back to the heart from the anterior regions of the pig. Also notice the inferior vena cava, which is the vein that brings blood back to the heart from the posterior regions. Now that we have completed our examination of the circulatory system of the pig, we will take a look at its nervous system. The nervous system of a fetal pig consists of the brain, the spinal cord, and a network of nerves throughout the body. The fetal pig's brain has several structures similar to the brain of a human, such as a cerebrum, cerebellum, medulla oblongata, pons, midbrain, hypothalamus, and thalamus.